So I'm here today with Reggie Henry, who's CIO of ACE, and we're at AMS Fest in Chicago. Reggie, you've got some pretty strong feelings about APIs and AMS RFPs.
Yep.
Where that was a lot of acronyms.
Yeah, and I think I probably have some strong opinions about the process that we go through, select systems, but in particular APIs are striking my fancy right now because to me that's the most critical thing that you can be looking for now is no more do we have systems that are self-contained to do anything. We've all got outside LMSs, we've got accounting systems, we've always have websites, and we've got this growing number of things that we have not even envisioned yet that need to be connected into our association management system. So that's where the APIs are. And for my money, it's the most critical thing. To me, there's three critical things that everybody should be doing when thinking about the AMS systems. So APIs is probably the most critical. Training, which we always botch, is probably the second most critical. And your organization's culture is probably the third most critical. And we spend money, the least amount of money on all those things. But these APIs in particular, I think, are important enough that even if you had to spend some additional money to test these things, to make sure that your organization is prepared to connect up anything that you might encounter. It might be an iWatch, it might be some other new device that you have to be able to connect to provide the kind of experiences your members are looking for. So don't skimp on the APIs, they're important.
But Reggie, there's a problem here.
Yep.
So I get these RFPs, and they say, does your product have an API? That's all it asks.
Yep.
And that's nowhere near enough, right?
Yep, and I think, you know, one of the things that and I'm glad that I'm talking to you because I know that you get this, is that part of this process for a lot of associations is an education process. You know, for a lot of people, they're thrust into this role of getting a new AMS system, and plus technology is changing enough that a lot of us don't know what all of these things are. So I think it's incumbent upon you as a provider, but also now that you've mentioned it, for associations to really understand these quasi-technology things like APIs. They make all the difference in the world to how you prepare for the future.
Right, and I mean, we need to be asking about what calls are available, if it's two-way, you know, and what does it really do so that at the end of the day you don't invest in the system and go, oh shoot, there's an API, but it won't let me do it.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said it the way you did, because at some point the word API doesn't mean anything, but what information do I need to get into this system, and what information do I need to get out of this system, and how will it be used when I get out of that system? If you have that conversation, we can figure out what the way forward.
Reggie, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thanks for watching the Matrix Minute. Don't forget to connect with us on our blog and social media. For more information, go to matrixgroup.net.